Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. I don't know why, but I'm getting a red bar today. My internet speed must be terrible today for some reason. Not really sure what that's all about. Not exactly sure why I have a red bar. Especially if we're streaming endless online, I mean, why? It's not a very demanding thing. Maybe it's just oh, there we go. We're in the green. Okay. I got a little worried there. I was like, surely not. I was about to cancel the stream early. Well, let me get into a safe area where I'm not being under attacked, because I'm constantly being under attacked right now. Let me get into a safe area real quick, and then we'll start the stream. Oh god. So many enemies attacking me right now. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and turn off my standby. There we go. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to Endless Online. So those of you who've never played this game, let me go ahead and just... It's been a while since I've introduced Endless Online to people. What is Endless Online? Endless Online is a 2D MMORPG that was created back in 2003 by the creator Vult-R. This game has a lot of sentimental value to its community. It's still very popular to this day. Not by like most gamers of today, but gamers who grew up in this time period who played this game. Some of us kind of moved on and forgot about it. Some of us kind of gave up because the original game and server just was destroyed. And some of us was just tired of all the scammers and botters. But we have come back. The community has returned. It's been around for years now. They never really went anywhere. It's because of the community that this game still exists to this day. And that's kind of why I want to base my stream today on the community. I'd like to talk about the community, and as well as talking about the community, but also talking to the community. And kind of get their stories about their experience with Endless Online, what it's done for them. So until then, I'm gonna go to Avon, just kind of chill there for a bit, and I'm gonna talk about EO. So let me just head that way. Also, I got a really awesome comment just now from one of my latest subscribers, asking me if I would do a video on experience points. What's the best place to get the most EXP and how to get it. And he was wanting to know if I can make a video on that, and I sure will. I will make a video on that for you. If you're actually here today watching me on the live stream and I've got nothing else going on, just say hi in the chat or let me know that that's you, and I will go ahead and go over in the live stream some places where I go to get a lot of XP, and some places that I know other players go to get XP. But it really also just depends on the player, like how much are you willing to put in for that XP. Now, granted, there are quests that gives you a ton of XP, and you can do it over and over again, and not have to really lift a finger, really. Forgive me if I sound a little out of it. I'm still facing an upper respiratory infection, and it's been kind of hitting heavy today. The good thing is the cough has gone away. It's mainly just now congestion that's been taken over, and congestion always kind of makes me a little out of it in my head. Also, those of you who are in the community, the Discord community, I have the Discord link in the description below. You can join the Discord, and I am in the stream room right now. So if you want to hang out with me in voice and talk to me through the stream room in voice chat, please, by all means, go right ahead. Be more than happy to talk to people, you know, one-on-one by voice. So let's head on to beautiful Oaven here. A little dangerous heading in these areas, but oh well. What is this? Wait, what? Oh, it's just a wedding dress. Wait, no, that's not a wedding dress. Somebody immediately comes up to me asking if I'm streaming. Say bad words. Shout out to my... Hey Cayenne, how's it going? How are you doing, Cayenne? Anyway, but yeah, good and cold. You're cold? Why are you so cold? Why are you so cold? So, I'm wrapped in 2 blankets, so that's not good. Don't be wrapped in 2 blankets. Trying to get everybody here in the shot. First, I want to see what this is. Trivia bot. Wait, whatever happened to Panda? Panda gone? Huh. I'm cold because my heart leaks out. Oh, come on, Cayenne. That ain't true. You have a heart? He bitching because he can't keep up. This guy is crazy. Well, how many blankets should I have? I don't know. Hop in, Cayenne. Hop in the voice chat with me. I'm doing it to you again. I'm pressing you to hop in. Anyways, today I want to get people's stories.
Hello.
Hey there. Hey there. Today's stream topic is we're talking about the community of EO and what made it.
Yeah. Did you have some questions in mind?
I guess, what, in your opinion, what do you think makes EO's community stand out versus other type of game communities?
I think well, I'm gonna use like the earlier, experiences, friendless online as a reference point. I think the way that they made the game was very conducive towards socializing, and it was because like armors didn't. For a
Oh
long
shit.
time, armors had no stats,
Yeah.
and neither did weapons. So any weapons or armors you had, they were just aesthetic, and I don't know. It was very conducive towards like being a more social MMO instead of just grinding.
Yeah. You know,
Um,
it's definitely a more social MMORPG.
yeah. And of course, they did kind of change it later to where those things mattered a little bit more, but it wasn't by much. They don't still armors and weapons don't make a giant difference, but there is a difference now. Levels do matter a lot more, I will say though.
Yeah, it's. I want to say that EO is divided by. Um, we're divided by people who actually want to grind and play the game and get experienced and just play the game as an MMO. And then you got the people who just want to socialize and just hang out and make friends. Because, I mean, a lot of people just use EO as a way to chat.
Yeah, like I did.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like where I'm at now, the church, just a big area where people just like to hang out and chat. And that was one thing I enjoyed about EO is like I could be anywhere in the map, chat with people, and then also whenever I was part of a guild, just chat with people in the guild. And but I really don't hang out too much in the guild house. It's either an Aven by the church or I'm out doing, leveling up. One of the two.
So was a lot of your experiences on Endless Line, was it like in front of the church where you hung
Not
out a lot?
not really, no. I spent most of my time in EO back in the day in hell training. That was my spot. I had a sweet spot where I wasn't bothered by hell guardians, and I was constantly hitting twin demons all the time. But it's one of those that you have to kind of like nail it correctly to be able to not get the hell guardians to chase you. But then every once in a while, a player will come along and be like, haha, I brought hell guardians, and then it's
Yeah.
oh hey, there you are.
Yep.
So yeah, that's mainly what I did in EO back in the day. Was I just hung out in hell and kind of distanced myself from the community and just leveled up and trained. I kind of got out of the most I would do community wise is I would just read global chat because there are some very interesting chats going on in global all the time.
Yes, this is very true. I also was one of those participants. Back in the day, I would say the most random garbage into global because I was trying to make people laugh.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time trying to make people laugh on Endless Online.
Yeah, it's one of those games like it's okay, now I don't want to say game. It's one of those communities where the mood of people can change. It can shift real quickly. It can either be 1 second people are trolling everybody, or the next second everybody's getting into an argument and trying to diss one another, or then you got like what you said, people who are actually like trying to make people laugh and enjoy their time while they're playing EO.
Yeah.
And one day, like I said, I'm gonna do a global chat video where it's just me just watching global chat and maybe narrating what people are saying, because there's some interesting stuff that goes on in global. Like it shifts so quickly.
Yeah.
But I guess the other thing I want to say about its community, or ask about its community, is, in your opinion, what is the pros and cons of EO's community?
I guess this might be a strange perspective, but I guess a lot of people here are quick to talk about controversial things. And I guess that could be off-putting at first to people, but I guess there's a type of honesty or genuineness as a result of that, even if, you know, the cons is that people kind of can get a little toxic.
Yeah. It could definitely be toxic, that's for sure. And it was toxic back then, it's still toxic today. It's the same people that played EO as kids with you growing up that are just still kids at heart, being kids. The community really hasn't grown up a lot. But you know, I would agree with you there. Is that it's a very toxic community at times. I think, in my opinion, though, back in the day, oh, excuse me, with original EO, was all the botters and scammers and hackers that really like try to destroy the EO experience for the players. I couldn't count how many times somebody tried to bot, or somebody was, I go around, I find a botter that's just killing everything inside. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was great drops for me, but it was cheap, and it was kind of annoying that a spot was claimed by a botter.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
then you had the hackers, the ones that are like trying to like hack the game to break it. And then you had the scammers who just made the time really horrible for its community. I can't count how many times I've seen hackers come up to somebody, or scammers come up to somebody and try to trick them out of an Ultima or whatever it is they're wearing. And there's times that you can catch it, and there's times that you don't. And it's unfortunate when it happens, because, I mean, I also was a victim of a scammer.
Aww.
And I shared it on one of my videos. Basically what happened was these two guys, one guy was they were both in it. You had one guy that was acting like a normal standby player, and you had the other guy that was like, oh, I can turn your Ultima into a twin blade. And I was a stupid kid, and I was like, I really want a twin blade.
Oh no.
And so they made the exchange in front of me, which made it seem legit. And then he's walking off with as happy as can be with a twin blade, and then I do the same thing, and he runs off with my Ultima. They both run off laughing. So it was not a pleasant experience, and you know, me being a dumb kid, I didn't think any better, you know, and that was my quick. That was one out of the two experiences I've been scammed on EO. I've been scammed twice in old EO, because I had a person that I didn't have enough inventory space to craft the ice arrows or frost arrows, and so I had this guy that was like being super helpful, helping me like get all the stuff, and he was carrying it all for me. And then we went to go craft them. He puts them on, laughs, and runs away. And then every once in a while, I'd see him in game, and he would just flaunt the frost arrows in front of me, and then walk off laughing.
Aww.
So that's one other experience I had with a scammer.
Yeah. I don't think I ever got scammed, from what I recall. I know that people tried to. Thankfully, I was warned ahead of time of the gold scam. Basically, I'm a little fuzzy on the details, but you could do a trade, and you put up like the legit items, and they put up their items, and then if you were quick enough, you could pull your item back out, or the gold, and then you can replace it with like 1 gold. And if the other person wasn't paying attention, you know, because they're already like hitting accept, you could
Right.
end up giving away your stuff that way. I was warned about that, so I
Yeah.
yeah.
I know what you
Mostly in the
mean.
arena. Speeding in the arena is just a low. You know?
It's a cheap move. I mean, me speeders, like if you're not like doing it in the arena, that's fine. I honestly
Yeah.
don't see too much wrong with speeding, because I mean, let's face it, moving in EO is kind of it's a little slow. But
Yeah.
but I mean, it's not a big deal. You kind of get used to it after a while. And so I don't mind if people are just using it to travel somewhere, but it also can like glitch out your game for others. Like I'll have a speeder run into me, and then I'm F12ing, and I'm like, oh god, I'm stuck. But yeah. Wait a minute, Trivia Bot. Is Trivia Bot Panda?
Um, should be. Oh,
Yeah.
huh.
Interesting.
Maybe they got changed or switched out.
I don't know. I guess also with its community also comes the admins. You know, admins play an important role in the community as well.
They
Eh,
should.
or they should. And I guess that's one thing I want to tackle with the community is the admins. So in your opinion, what is your opinion about the admins of old EO, original EO versus clone? What is your opinions of both clients?
So I would say that I've been on Endless Online for a long time, to the point where I actually got to have some experiences with the admins early on. And for the most part, almost all of them were positive. They were just the admins just playing with its players, which that's what admins should do. Oh, and they used to host events decently
Yeah,
frequently.
I remember that.
Yeah, there's the event areas, and then like they would do hide and seek. I loved hide and seek. I never won, but it was still fun. And then and I know that they kind of slowly stopped showing up one by one, and then we didn't see them anymore, and then yeah. With this new clone, or with the main clone, at first, okay, so I do actually appreciate the Halloween event. Like I appreciate that they programmed that. I appreciate that they programmed the Christmas event. I appreciate that there's things that were added to the game, but you don't really get a whole lot of interactions from the admins. You know, they're not doing events. They're not really one-on-one engaging with people. Well, at least anymore. There was one thing I'd had with Sausage. I told you about that. Like, he was there for Bling's wedding.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry for just asking you this. I'm a little distracted. Do you think it's a good idea to just tell the people in the square that they can hop in?
I guess.
Like via text? They know. I just didn't know how many people you wanted in here, and I wasn't sure if it would just basically
they
be you
can-
and I.
Anyone can really hop in and get. If it gets to a point where it's overwhelming, I'll kick people out of the voice chat. Like if somebody drops the gamer word, it's like, okay, no, you gotta go. Let me get the link for.
Okay.
Hold on just
And,
a second.
Okay.
Oh no, you can go ahead. Keep going while I'm doing this, because this is gonna
Oh.
take me a minute to type.
Okay, I actually was just gonna say you can answer the question too, like how you feel about it. But if I'm supposed to talk, yeah, I think at first it was good with the admins for when they did the main clone. They were interested, they were invested, and now of course it just feels like Endless Online is having a second death, so to speak. In a way.
I would agree with that. It's living off of people's nostalgia more than anything, and that's a problem I have. Oops.
When you say it's a problem you have, do you mean you have that problem, or you have a problem with it?
I have a problem with it because sorry, I'm doing two things at once here.
Sorry.
I have a problem with it because nostalgia will only take a person so far, and if you're just living off of people's nostalgia, and you're not doing anything to fix the problem, and you're just doing it to cash in on the nostalgia value, then I don't think it's going to be a successful revamp or reboot. I think it's just cashing in on people's nostalgia, and there. Sorry, I I had to do that. That was so distracting for me. Anyways, my problem with it is I had to. My problem I have with it is that if you're going to revamp something, or if you're going to revamp a game, then if you're cashing on nostalgia and the game is still set on pause after so many years, then what's the point of it? Because the game's still set on pause. I mean, we've got a few updates here and there, which was nice. They still keep up with the events like Halloween, Christmas, Easter, but other than that, it stays stagnant. And really all it is now is just a trip down memory lane, but a trip down memory lane will only take you so far. And once the nostalgia effect wears off, then it's like, why am I still playing this? Like, I find myself at times hopping on EO, I'm like, why am I still playing this? Like, I don't understand why I'm still playing it.
Yeah. I think I thankfully have been avoiding that, or I've been able to avoid that because I kind of closed the book on it internally in my heart. I'm like, it's done. And so I kind of almost didn't come back, even though I'm playing it right now. It's like that. There's a distance now, so I feel way less attached to it.
Yeah.
Bling does the same thing, like similar to you. She's just got strong nostalgia. She's playing it very frequently. I mean, that's her home. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's just But I guess the thing is, I have with it is, oh, by the way, anybody, like I said, if you want to join us in voice chat, we have our Discord link provided down below in the description, so go for it. If you start saying anything bad in the voice chat, I will kick you from the voice chat. We're in the stream room, so anybody can hop in, give their opinions. We're talking about the community of EO, the pros, the cons of both original EO and clone EO. Let's see, what you were talking about, like this, you know, the reason why Bling stays on is because of nostalgia, and so she's like basically making friends with people. Me, I'm trying to like relive the nostalgia by playing the game and experiencing, but the one thing, I will just be kicked if I join. The other thing that I think that brought me back to EO is really the community. When I started uploading EO videos on Obscured Gaming, there was just this influx of just love and support. It was mixed. There was love, support. There was also hate that came from it. And that's to be expected with anything. But it really was like the most successful thing at the time on Obscure Gaming was my EO videos. And it just shows and proves how dedicated this community is, despite the fact that the game is going nowhere. Like, it just staying still. And if it wasn't for the community today, I don't think the game would be alive anymore. I think because the game really isn't alive, it's just on pause. But I don't think that even the game would be on pause if it wasn't for its community at the moment. I think the community is the biggest part as to why it's still kind of breathing. But the community will only take it so far if the admins aren't willing to talk to the community and reach out to the community. And that's why I think the admins are also a very important part of the community, is that, you know, you need to get with your players and figure out what is it that is peeving them off, what is it that they want, what is it that they don't want. And to be fair, I know that with the game client itself, it's hit a cap. pretty much it's hit a cap on its data of how much can be implemented into the game. But I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just saying I think the community is the biggest reason as to why the game is still alive at this point.
Yeah, it's just running off of the fumes of nostalgia.
And that's why I say I think the nostalgia effect of EO it's great. It really is powerful, but at the same time, I don't think nostalgia is the way to go about keeping a game alive. I think that eventually the nostalgia effect's going to wear off, and people are going to be they're going to be kind of fed up. If something isn't done for EO to help support it and make it into something for today's gaming and gamers, then the nostalgia effect will wear off. The game is still alive but dead inside.
Aww.
I mean, he raises a good point. It's alive basically because of its community, and that's the real reason why it's alive. But
Yeah.
as for the game itself, the creativity, the passion project that it used to be, it's dead. It is 100% dead. And it's the community will only do so much to keep it alive unless we actually have a team of admins that are passionate enough to keep it going, really.
Yeah. I've told Bling this, but I keep telling her that if she would make a really good admin if like she was ever allowed to be one.
See, I don't even know if reaching out to admins at this point is going to be useful because when I was talking to Ray about this, by the way, anybody who doesn't know who Ray is, that's the Wired Rabbit. He originally was doing this because he wanted to reach out to the admins to see if he can make a change in EO. Are you his wife? No, she's not my wife. She's Bling Queen's sister.
That's right. I'm the sister of a celebrity. I'm just kidding.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, he basically said that doing videos for the community and for EO, it really hits like a low ceiling, and it makes no progress at all. Like it keeps it. You're my mom. Yeah, she does stream Bones Underground. But yeah, even doing stuff like videos for EO, you kind of think that maybe the admins will like look at your videos like, oh, they raise a good point, but you don't hear anything from them at all. They stay completely to themselves and they don't really listen. And it's kind of a useless thing now. It's like that's why I don't really try to reach out to the admins on EO or on my videos anymore, is because there's no point. At this point, it's just more like I'm doing this for the community. Not if a change ever happens in EO, if it's something that one of us YouTubers recommend, then that's great. We know that the admins are listening. We know that they're listening to their community. But I mean, a great example of that is watching Crewside, the EO broadcast. You go watch his videos, and I said this in the last stream. You could see that man slowly dying in each video. I mean, he lost faith in the game. He lost faith in Sausage. He lost faith in the community. He stopped. He stopped uploading. He stopped posting on his site. And it's because he too saw that. He saw that what he does nothing for the community other than uploading a video for nostalgic reasons and for it to just stay on YouTube.
Right.
So
That's so sad.
it is sad because like I was watching all his videos, and yeah, it is. You watch all his videos and you see him starting off with like passion and he's happy,
Yeah.
he's excited, and then you go down the list and it's just you're just seeing a man just slowly break. It's sad. I've tried reaching out to
Get
him.
on.
I would
Yeah.
love to get him on. I've tried reaching out to him. I've reached out to him a few times. The only time I really got an answer from him was whenever I was running a website called Endless Communities, and it was like a an EO website and like a hub source site, but it that was mainly so I can get his permission to use a video on the site. And he reached out. He said yes, be more than happy to let you use that video. But I've tried reaching out to him since then about collaborating on a video, and I haven't heard back from him since. So I don't know what's going on with him, if he's just busy with his own personal life or he just doesn't feel like being a part of the EO thing anymore.
Yeah.
But oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you want me to like kind of explain to people who are like in EO right now, either like on global or in the town square, like what we're doing and try to get people in here?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
I guess I'll let's see, what's another thing I could talk about when it comes to EO's community? I will say we've been talking about the negatives, and I want to hop back into the positives. If you see right now, everybody here in this town, usually there's a lot more people. And yeah, people can be childish around you. They can be silly or they can be rude. But despite the fact that you have players like that, you get a lot of people who are very dedicated to this game. It's their personalities that keep this game going. And I mean, honestly, sometimes I'm the most entertained when I'm sitting here at the church watching people interact with one another. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen, is watching just certain people react. Like, I had this one guy that kept coming up to me, and he kept like asking me the same question each time he'd see me by the church. And it was just kind of like our own little thing. Like, people have their own little shtick that they go with in EO, and it's pretty funny. But, I mean, there's a lot of positives to its community. It's negative. I think the most negative part of...
Can you?
Oh, no. Damn.
Should I ask global too?
It's up to you if you want. You can go ahead if you want.
I'll wait a little bit, see if anyone in the town square responds, and if not, then I'll try global. Yeah, I went on mute so my keyboard wouldn't be smashing in the background.
Oh, you're good. What was he saying to me? I can't... Come down here. Show the... Oh. Nah. I'll do that.
Wait, what? Show them poems on the board? There's poems?
So I can talk about my penis then? No.
You know, I did notice that maybe the reason this character, which is the trivia bot, has the weird cheerleader outfit thingy on, that might... I wonder if like Sausage did that, even though it's like a visual thing, but that is the bot, and maybe it was just for distinction purposes?
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's another thing we can talk about when it comes to its community, is that the fact that they added the bot to kind of interact with people, do trivia games, and use it to trade and sell through the bot.
Yeah.
That was an interesting thing added into Clone that I think some people don't realize how really cool that bot actually is. And I didn't know about this until later on this year, that you could buy, sell, and trade through the bot. And I don't know. It's an interesting little add-on that they added, but it's also kind of like I feel like that's the only thing that's keeping people around, you know? Like, you just see so many people hanging around the church just playing trivia, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with trivia. But, I don't know. I feel like maybe add on some more NPCs, some that do stuff, that or have quests, or changes the game, or at least gives you, like, maybe puts you on, like, a wild goose chase, or an Easter egg hunt, or something. Something to give you something to do around the town or around, you know, the map of EO.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not really too much to do, I suppose.
Yeah, there really isn't. I found myself most times now in EO. What I do is I just go out. The only thing I do is just level and sit there and grind for hours, and then I'm like, okay, I'm bored. I'm getting off. But if it wasn't for the global, like watching the global chat, I probably honestly would be bored as hell, you know, playing the game. Because the global chat is hilarious to watch, and also you learn a lot from like players, like what kind of player they are.
Right.
Anyway. Oh yeah, I had a subscriber here, recent subscriber just joined and asked the question if I could make a video on spots where he can get where he can level up fast or fast EXP grind. And the only places I can think of are the Octos, because the Octos gives a lot of XP and a lot of money. Reaper, if you can take on the Reaper by yourself, which is not hard. The only problem with Reapers is the waiting game for when they respawn.
Yeah.
Then there's the Hedgehog quest, or not the Hedgehog quest, the Mole quest, where you can go and get like over 3,000 XP for killing 50 moles. And you can do that quest over and over and over again, and just sit there and kill 50 moles, and you get 3,000 XP each time. And then there's the Timba quest, or is it called the Timba bag quest or whatever, where you kill 50 of the Timbas, and you get a lot of XP. I can't remember how much it is. I think it's like 5,000 something XP, I believe.
Wow.
I'm not sure. I think it is like around 5,000 XP. Or you can get like what's the castle maze? If you're familiar with the castle maze, it gives you some XP too. You just keep doing the castle maze over and over.
Yeah.
From Aaron, he says, "Hello, what's your level?" I am level 29.
That's him, right? That's the one that was asking about the XP. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is him. I am level 29. What level are you, Aaron?
My information might be a little outdated, but back in the day, the high level people, I saw them training at Ghost House a lot. Because the ghosts spawn like absolute crazy. Like the spawn rates are just amazing. It's bad if you get overwhelmed by it, but it had pretty good experience too. But that's where I saw like, I don't know, higher level people's grinding at. But they added stuff since then. I don't know if that's still like really efficient, but I've been tempted to try it out because it is a neat place to grind.
Another great place to level up is the factory. You can just go and activate like 3 or 4 different generators and do this quest over and over again. The only downside of it is everything in there is aggroing you, and they're fast, and they can do a lot of damage real quick. But you get a lot of XP from the factory quest, and you can just do that over and over again all day long. And there's people there that will actually like help you do it. Like a lot of really nice people who will help you with that factory quest. Let's see here. What do you think about characters who've made 150 plus level? I'm not sure what that means. You talking about characters who are 150 level? I'm not really sure.
Are there people who are level 150 plus?
I don't know. I the only highest level player I've seen so far was like Daniel. He has like, I think he was like 117 last time I checked. I'm not sure. But most people who have like high level accounts like that, they're bought from somebody else. And
Yeah.
it's just people grinding like crazy to sell those accounts so they can make money through PayPal. His next question is, so you are explaining on moles, Octo, you're experiencing on moles, Octo, and Reaper? Not all the time. I try to also, like, I'm one of those people that max is 171 probably. That's a high level. At that point, I'd think that everything gets boring at that point, because, I mean, shoot, imagine how much it takes to level up to the next level with that kind of level. I think that you're kind of, I think there's a certain point where you get too high in a level and it just kind of glitches out your game in a way, from what I've been told. Like it glitches out the number system on EO. But no, I do sometimes go to those places. If I had to like do like a fast EXP grind, I would say the factory would be the fastest EXP grind, and it's a really good one. Plus, getting the Timba bag quest, that's also a really good EXP grind because you get a lot from it. The only bad downside of that is the person who hosts the quest. She's extremely hard to find at times. She just wanders everywhere in that area.
Susan.
Yeah, Susan. God, they need to put her in one spot. Trying to find her all on her own is a quest. She really is. It's like, where is she? It's such a big map too, so it's really hard to find her at times. But yeah, I would say the Timba quest and the factory quest would be your best bet if you're a good enough level to do it. If not, I would suggest Reapers and Moles for a while, or even Octo. The problem with Octo is that place is always crowded, and you always get people who are hogging the Octo. I mean, I have met some really nice people at the Octo, but every once in a while you see people hogging it. But I'm also one of those players that I don't mind going out and fighting low-level monsters just to, like, just kill time. It's what I do. And then I also have a place where I go and get money. Like, either Octos is my place where I go get money, or in one of my videos I mentioned is the mushrooms. I love going to the mushrooms and just grinding up money from those things. Mushrooms is actually, don't take it for granted. You can make a lot of money within just like an hour of just going around killing mushrooms. I can make well over I can well over make like 10 grand within an hour of doing mushrooms. Do you know much worth the newest armor and the Oron and Baru? I don't really know too much about the newest armor. Do you know anything about it?
Not really. Aside from that, it's probably really expensive. The one from the Halloween event, is that?
Yeah, I think that's what you saw. Either that or the dragon armor. The dragon armor is still pretty recent.
Oh, I have
If
nothing. I don't know anything about the dragon.
if you're
Armor.
talking about the one that's from the Halloween event, I really don't know anything about it. I was trying to get it, but I was late to the event, so I didn't have time to actually get the armor. But I don't really know too much about it. And as for Baru, I don't really know too much about the Baru either, because I don't own the Baru. I know a lot of people like it. I just don't know anything about it. I'm also one of those players that I don't really rely on armor too much. The only armor that I have that I use right now, I did have the hero plate, but I I don't anymore. But I have the Oron, and the Oron I use for whenever I'm like grinding against higher level monsters that I know is going to like take me out fast. But I tend to always keep my suit on more than anything. That's just kind of how I am with my character. I have a look with my character, and I like the look, and it symbolizes me. It's kind of I try to go with like a host look, where I'm a host of a show, and I try to
All
rely.
snazzy.
Yeah, so I try to rely on not too much of my armor, but more of like, I guess where my character is best fit in the range of level wise. That way, I don't have to keep switching between armors.
This look that you see on me, white robes, this hairstyle with that's white, and then these white boots. Oh, and especially the elegant hat. This is like what I've looked like for decades. This is my icon, I guess. The only thing is that I usually had a twin blade. I don't I have not re-earned a twin blade yet, so I have to settle for what I got now.
I I will say when it comes to when I picked up EO again, I used to grind. Like I grind for my I worked for my Ultima. That I will say I'm very proud of that when I put it together, I worked hard for that Ultima. And I like the way the Ultima looks. I think it looks really cool. But
Yeah.
as for everything else, when it came to the reason why I'm not so mad that I lost my hero plate was because I bought it and I could just rebuy it again. And as for my twin blade, I did the exact same. I did the same thing for my frost arrows, my twin blade. I went to the mushrooms, grinded a lot of money, and bought everything. And that's the way I approach things. Is I don't really work for it anymore. I just buy it. Probably the easiest, cheapest way to go about it.
You just like grind gold from the octos and then buy it?
Yeah, I just grind gold wherever I go, and then I collect every drop that I find. I'm one of those people that I collect all the drops, and then I go in, I sell it to the witch, and I just keep grinding until I hit a specific point, put it back in my bank, and just keep going.
Well, there's 2 drops up here.
Nah, those aren't worth it. There's certain drops that aren't worth it.
You know
If it
what
doesn't-
they say, a penny saved is a penny earned.
If it doesn't give me like 40 to 60 gold back per drop, then I will not pick it up.
Okay.
That's just my rule I go with. But I hope we've answered your questions. I do plan on, since you asked me to make a video for you, I will make a video for you where I actually go to those places and kind of demonstrate the XP gain from each one. That way you can kind of like look at it and see. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the places that we talked about, but there's really not a whole lot. Unless you're just going against a bunch of bosses and dragons, then I don't really know any other good place to grind for XP in a quick amount of time.
We could actually like do an experiment because interestingly enough, unless a line has the experience statistics, we could actually go and grind in certain areas and actually clock how much XP, like what's most like the most experience efficient.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I would have you keep up with all the numbers because I would get confused real quick. Numbers is
Sure.
not my thing.
Okay.
And it's probably just because I'm dyslexic.
I'm surprised how quickly I knew what you were saying. I don't know if that's a concerning thing for myself.
That just means that talks about your intelligence. But
Wait, are you actually dyslexic though, or is that just a joke?
I am. Not bad.
Oh.
It's mainly with math. So like, or reading. If you notice, like whenever I play my Deltarune Let's Plays, that I have a hard time reading out loud. Now I can read it in my head fine, but when I read it out loud, my brain just like stops. It's like and it starts getting like words backwards. But I've gotten a lot better with it over the years, and wearing glasses helps out a lot too. That's also the reason why I wear glasses, is to help out with my dyslexia. And well, also because my eyes are crap now. I didn't start wearing glasses until I was in my 20s. But yeah, it's a thing that has always been with me. It was really bad as a kid. Like IQ wise, I took an IQ test and they were like, no, he's got a very high IQ. He's more of a visual learner than he is a tell it to me. Like, for example, I had the hardest time with algebra. I was great at long division, great at, everything else, great at geometry, but algebra I was terrible in. Couldn't understand it. Could not comprehend algebra. And
sorry for interrupting.
oh, you're okay. I was just gonna say, but I found a video that was teaching algebra in a visual way, and then after I watched that video, I was like, oh, okay, I understand algebra now.
What I was gonna say is that I'm the opposite. I excelled at algebra, I sucked at geometry and long division. But I also am a visual learner. Well, I'm hands-on learner. I have to do it for myself, or I can kind of learn through text, and I can learn through video. It's best if I do it myself.
Yeah.
I hate reading. I can read fine, but I hate it.
I'm one of those people nowadays that if I read, I get really sleepy. Like if it's a book, which makes me sad because I love reading books. But if I read a book for too long, I get really tired and then I start to fall asleep. But if I'm reading in my head, I'm fine. If I'm reading out loud, I mess up fast. And so what I have to do to prepare for that is I have to read it a few times ahead of time and then read it out loud. Like anytime you see anything that's scripted, like that I'm recording for Sin TV, because all that's script. That's not me just improvising off the bat. That's all a script that I'm following. If you were to actually hear the raw recordings of that, it'd be me sitting there getting really frustrated really quick because I'm constantly messing up one line. And like I have to one day, I need to do that. I need to like actually like just put up the raw recording of a script reading because it does get pretty funny.
Yeah, I learned early on that I should never write scripts because I'm way better at improvising dialogue.
I do like improv. What I do now with scripts is I make a loose base script and then I make a lot of room for improv.
Nice.
Should we go do something for a bit while we talk? I feel like standing here is not a pleasant stream anymore.
Well, I was debating on showing you the Fire Void.
Oh,
the only
okay.
problem is that I kind of forgot how to get to it. I'd have to look it up.
Okay, well, take your time.
You really never went to the Fire Void, though.
I've never been to the Fire Void.
Okay, wait, do we got a follower?
I don't know. Hello?
Or a stalker?
Okay, guess not. Actually, hold on. Before we go, I have some drops I need to go cash in. You know what I mean? You gotta go give me some cash.
You said, you know what I mean, but you said it the most literal way possible. Now I'm confused. I thought I did, but now I don't.
This witch, the second witch they added here is so... It's just a tease, because it's like, I don't have anything now to craft that stuff that she's selling. It makes me upset. I'm gonna go in a different, look, hold on. I'm gonna...
Okay.
Going with a different look.
Oh, you need a kitty hat.
Yeah, I got the kitty hat.
Any particular reason you're pairing the kitty hat with the Oron?
I don't know, I just like the kitty hat. Plus it hides my hair, so not a lot of people recognize me when I wear this. It's funny, I will sometimes like be roaming around EO and then I'll have people stop me like, Sin, it's you! What are you up to? It's like, I'm doing stuff? Playing the game?
It's just funny because there's celebrities in real life that will disguise, but apparently it's so bad for you that you actually have to disguise in-game.
It's not as bad as it used to be, but it was really bad in the beginning. Like, I would be doing, like, recording a skit with Charles and Alex, and people would just run up to me and be like, Sin! And they'd just be asking me a bunch of questions, and it's like, I don't mind talking to them, I don't mind hanging out with them, but it is kind of a weird feeling. I'm not used to it.
Okay, I pulled up the Fire Void video. I used to have this memorized down pat, but I'm just surprised you haven't been there because it's a very cool location. There's not really much to do in it, but it's just a cool place to be. So we're going to head into the Avon sewage system. We're
Okay.
gonna walk around and poop, okay?
All right. I love walking around and poop.
Yeah.
I
Me
mean,
too.
me too. So we go here?
Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, why is the music so loud on my end? I thought I disabled it. No, I don't want keyboard layout set to Dutch.
Set to Dutch.
Okay. Okay, I don't 100% remember, but we have to get to the center.
Okay.
So it's gonna be trial and error.
Okay.
There's like mummies in the center, and we gotta work our way to the center. And there's this cool invisible wall.
Oh, so there is something down here in the sewers.
Yeah.
So it's not actually just a blank, useless place.
Yeah.
I still wish they would add like some sort of like new mobs down here, like gators or like a rat king or something.
Okay. Then this is the third time I've heard you like talk about Rat King. So there seems to be some sort of deep emotional connection with you and Rat King, apparently.
Yeah.
Just the concept of Rat King.
Well, I mean, like when I think of sewers, I think of like.
Oh no, is this a dead end?
Yeah, it's a dead end.
Okay.
When I think of sewers,
there might be a wall.
I think of rats and I think of alligators. But I just like to think that there's like a big baddie rat somewhere in this area. You know, like these are my minions and you've been attacking them.
Do you secretly want to be a Rat King?
No, well maybe. I want to be the Orc King. It's funny though, like that you can be an orc in this game, but yet there's orc mobs that you can attack.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Seems a little, yeah, racist? Would that be the word?
I feel like,
Speciest?
yeah, I feel like
Wait, can we walk over the water? Oh, we can.
yeah.
Forgot.
I feel like I'm betraying my own race whenever I attack an orc. Where'd you
Oh,
go?
you definitely are. You're a horrible person. Playing around.
I'm doing the orcs a favor because they're the ones that didn't evolve into civilized orcs. Although
what if they did in the past, but then they devolved, so they used to be more advanced? We just don't know.
I don't know. Although Charles was explaining to me not too long ago, the history of orcs, like what their capabilities actually are, and they're pretty interesting. He said like anything that they imagine or they think is real actually becomes real. So say like if they had a toy gun or an empty box that had like just bolts and stuff in it, but they believed it was a gun and it can fire, then it will actually do that. Or if like they believe that someone shot an arrow at them and it killed them, they will die because that's what they believed in. And but the only problem is, or they believe like you know, like a certain color is invisible or a certain color is making you sneaky, and so they will envision like part of them as that particular color because they want to be sneaky or they want to be invisible, and it actually comes, you know, it comes to light. But their downfall is that they're just really gullible and stupid.
This is the origins. Oh, the. Okay, listen, I'm not crazy. Well, the map is completely different than how it used to be in actual Endless Online. Like this machine wasn't here. The wall we just walked through, that used to be an invisible wall.
Oh, was it?
I hope they didn't change the spawn. Please tell me this goes where I think it should.
I wish Charles was on so he could actually like discuss it more, because he knows more about it in detail than I do.
Wait, before I walk down there, don't go there yet.
Okay.
So you were talking about this is the origin of orcs? Is this what you're saying? Like
I believe so. I believe so. Hang on, let me pull up Discord real quick, see if Charles is on and I can have him explain it. No, he's not on. Damn.
But that sounds really cool though.
I thought it was really interesting.
Okay, so it's 12 up. I'm gonna write it down. 12 up. we're gonna have to count our spaces, our paces.
Okay.
8 down. I'm just writing what I see in the video. Yeah, that actually sounds really cool.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting about orcs.
What was your reasoning for becoming an orc? Like, why do you relate to that?
Well, so Sin, the character, was actually something that I created years ago, and it's for my music that I was doing. I was playing this demon that his name is Sin, and he represents your sins, and his real color is black with white hair, and he has like glowing eyes, long sharp teeth, but of course you can't be a black character in the game, so orc was the closest thing to it, and I couldn't use SIN in the game, so I just went with SIIN. And that's kind of the origin of the Sin character for EO.
Huh.
It's based off of a character that I'm trying to do for like a future music video series.
Yeah. You already have music for that, of course, right? Or I mean,
Yeah.
is that...
Yeah, I do. And actually, one of the songs that I sent you not too long ago, Withered Soul, that's one of the Sin songs.
Yeah. So what is your plan with those?
So the idea originally was called Sin and Conspiracy, where it was me and another character, or a guy who was making the music. We were basically coming up with these characters where these demons were talking to humans, or basically like sharing stories where humans can't really see them. So they're telling a really crude picture of how life is and how they see it through their perspective. And then eventually there was going to be like this pretend love interest, but it's not real. We wanted to fake the audience and make them think there was a love interest, where Sin was in love with this character called Grace. But it turns out Sin has no interest in Grace at all, love-wise. It's more of just, he's very interested in her, the fact that she's not Sin. Like, that's all he knows. He knows nothing but Sin. So the concept of Grace to him is very foreign, and he finds her very interesting, but he has no interest. Straight away from that, and start adding in a second character into the story called Delirious, and he's also voiced by me. He's actually in the new song that I released, the much higher pitched voice that I used in that song. That's Delirious, the character, and basically Delirious is the only human being that can see and hear Sin, and is kind of like being controlled by Sin. He's a character that is on the verge of insanity, so his mental stability is a little weird, and that's why he's able to see Sin.
Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it all written down.
I will follow you specifically because I do not know how to follow that.
Bring up your map is going to help a lot.
Okay.
Okay, if this doesn't lead to the fire void, I don't know what to do.
Okay.
But this is it's like the same, but the thing that's different is like the walls and what they look like. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go up 12. Yep, this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then it's gonna teleport you, and then after that you go down 8. And then go right. Okay, so then we go right all the way as far as we can go. And then left. It says left 1. That doesn't make sense. You can't go left. It must be... Dang it, if I get this wrong, I swear... Darn it!
Did you get it wrong?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm in. Still in the void.
Where are you at? Are you
I went up is what I did.
Did you get to it? Are you in like the blue?
No, I'm in a black area. Oh, I got kicked out.
Ah, you're in with me now. Darn it!
Eh.
Oh,
Darn it!
this is how you get on top of the statue, by the way.
Oh.
I was kind of. It's my fault because I was partly listening to you while I was writing down the instructions.
Oh, you're good.
So... Ah.
Hang on just a
Well-
second. Let me go get some coffee real quick. I'm running out of fuel.
Okay, and I'll watch the video over just to get it right.
Okay.
Alrighty. We're gonna get the instructions right this time. 12 up. Ventilate down. We got most of it right. It was just that last little part. One right.
Okay, I'm back.
I realized what we did wrong now.
What did we do wrong?
Well, when I thought we weren't supposed to go left because it didn't make sense. This person, they didn't have to do it that way, but we had to go back one. We could have just stopped where we were supposed to, but this person is doing it a little different.
So me falling directly behind you is not necessarily a good thing.
I mean, you'd be fine. You would just need to back up on that one part.
Ah. Oh, another thing I was going to say about the whole Sin project was the music videos is it's kind of like a character that I made that, you know, most of my characters are telling a story through comics or animations, and this is the only character that I made that I'm trying to tell through stories and songs. And originally the concept of Sin was it's me venting. It's like an alter ego of mine that vents, and I was gonna be the original idea was to be completely anonymous. I didn't want people to know it was me, and it was me kind of venting my frustrations because during that time I was going through a lot of hard things. I was going through a divorce, and so I had a lot to vent, and I did it through this character. And there's still songs that I've made with that character that haven't been released on the website yet. I just haven't. They're somewhere on a different hard drive, and I can't find them at the moment. But once I find them, I'll upload them on the website.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to cope, is to use a creative outlet. You know,
Yeah.
just kind of express yourself, even
My
the bad things.
My latest song seemed to have worried some people. Like, they liked it, they thought it was really good, but they were kind of worried because they were reading too into the lyrics.
What was your explanation
For that one?
Yeah. I
So-
mean, you don't have to want to. Okay, go ahead.
So I've been kind of going through a lot of some stuff I can't talk about.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. If it's too personal, you don't gotta
There
say anything.
there's been a lot of things that's been going on in my life within this year, and most of it's stuff I can't talk about. But it has like taken control of my life, and it's something that's created a constant fear, anxiety in me, and it also is something that or not. And hopefully it will end by December. If not, then I'll be dealing with it for a little bit longer. But it's something that's caused a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, and over $30,000 of damage. So, yeah. So I'm hoping that by the end of this year, it'll all be over. And it could end in two ways. It could either end in a good way or a really bad way that I don't want it to end. So let's just say I'm dealing with issues with a second ex-wife that's trying to destroy my life. That's the most I can say.
Yeah, that sounds extremely rough. I wish I could say more. I don't really know how to respond to something like that.
Yeah, it's not something I really talk to about with most people, just because I don't really know how to talk about it, and even if I did, it'll probably stir up mixed reactions. So it's one of those things that's just I've been having to just kind of keep to myself for over a year.
And now all of Endless Online knows. Did we go
See
across
what?
the water?
Yeah. Well, the good thing is I'm not giving out specific details, so I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm just
I'm
playing
not too,
around.
I'm not too worried about it.
I'm just teasing you a little.
I hear that.
But yeah, it's one of those things that I have absolutely no clue with. It's like a pain I don't know. And so it's like, how do you even respond to that? Like I wouldn't know how to respond to it.
I don't even remember which way we went.
I don't know. We went this. I think we're going right. I think we're going the right way.
Yeah, it's a pain that the best way I could describe the pain was through those two characters in that song was feeling broken and remembering who you were back in the day, and you look at yourself in the mirror, it's like I'm no longer that person. I am a broken version of that person. And, fuck, dead end. But yeah, that's basically what the song is kind of saying, is like, my life is out of control and I need to get back into control.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It was difficult for me to know exactly what the song was about, I would say. So, I
Yeah.
guess
And a lot of the songs are very riddled. Like, I try to leave it open to where you can't fully interpret it.
are we like going are we way off?
I think we are. I don't remember us going this way.
Neither do I.
I'm, I think it's a dead end.
We're
Is it
just two lost dummies.
a... Let's see, hold on. I think if we go back here...
Also, I used to farm gold out of these chests. This is
Oh,
only
did you?
20. Well, I can't remember if it's a specific chest or there was a chance, but I think that chests have a chance of spawning more gold. I don't remember the 20 is like the low tier. I thought we went this way, but
It's a dead end.
yeah, we went both up and down and it went nowhere. We
Let's...
just did this. How did we forget?
I don't know.
This
Did
isn't
we...
even the part we had trouble with.
Was this... Wait, hang on. I think...
Did we not cross the water or something?
I don't remember. Wait, is this a dead end? Okay, no, it's not.
What's in this? It's 10 gold.
Maybe we went this way?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Now, from here on out, I have no clue.
Um, listen, this is a process of elimination. We can do it. Oh, no, this looks right.
This wall looks familiar.
I would just hate if we mess it up this second time, because then we'd have to do this all over again.
Yeah.
I will say that when you get to a certain point, you can't mess up. It's on rails. So I don't know if... So you saw that when you walked into a certain zone, you went into the red carpet area, right?
Yeah.
The reason we're walking the way that we are is because those trigger zones are everywhere. And if you do a misstep, you end up in that area.
Ah. Oh, yeah, okay, this is starting to look right.
And I don't know who figured this out, what kind of trial and error this would have taken. Wait, did I go wrong?
I think it's up here. No, wait. Is it?
We're close, is all I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's right here.
Yeah, we just loop around, I think? Yeah, we do. This place looks different, and so it's like, it's messing with my nostalgia. It's like messing with my brain.
It's really funny that we're in the sewers and I'm playing EO music, and right now it's playing the wedding music. It's like, this is...
This is a really poopy wedding.
Yeah. This wedding sucks. Haha! Oh, damn it. Staying in my way.
It was way cooler when this was a hidden passage. I don't know who changed this, or I think it's a result of main clone. But it sucks. Like, this is not as interesting as it was before. Also, this area had mummies, and now it doesn't.
And now it just has a bunch of weird generators everywhere.
Now it just has rats. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Turning my map on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Down 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Oh, I gotta go down one more. Oh no! Oh no! Am I lagging out? Oh, it's right. It's right. Okay, so we go right one. And then far right is possible. Actually, we don't. We would stop right there.
Okay.
And then we go down, and then left. What? Why? Why? My disappointment in myself is immeasurable. Did I lose ya?
No, I'm right here.
You went all quiet. All in my head, I'm just like, oh, he's probably so mad.
He's so disappointed in me.
Ugh.
No, you're good. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I will say, though, when I went up, it took me to another blank area. But when I stayed still is when I teleported to the red carpet room.
Yeah. If you hold still, it'll warp you.
Yeah. Yeah, so when I went up, it did take me to another... It did teleport me to another blank area. But I'm not sure what to do from there.
Oh. So somehow... I thought I lagged out. It, like, stopped for a second, and I wasn't sure if I was lagging or if I hit a wall. And I was like,
I was lagging. I kept turning into you.
Wait,
without a face. It was like your hair and everything else, but your face was gone.
That's creepy.
It was creepy.
Was my feet there and my clothes?
I don't know. Your clothes were there. I don't know about your feet.
I guess my feet have shoes. That's clothes. I don't know.
We'll get this one way or another.
Yeah. I'm gonna look up one. Oh, yes. I was bringing up one that is in text form, and not a video.
Okay. And then we could just cut this part out in the stream and use it for a video guide.
Yeah, I saw your cut in the last stream, by the way. I also noticed there was more than one cut.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh. I guess I accidentally cut there too.
I don't know if it was an accident, but...
There's no telling. I just know that I needed to cut that part out.
Yeah.
That was not pleasant.
Now you won't be demonetized. So the sin character makes other people sin, right? Does that...
Not really, no. If anything, he's basically what he's doing. He's a demon called Sin, and he comes for people who do sin. That's his job, is sins. But what he's trying to tell people is that, you know, the reason why he's reaching out so much now is because he's tired of people blaming him for sins. And so he's like, I'm not the one making you sin. You're doing it all on your own. I'm just showing you how you're doing it on your own, and I'm encouraging you to do it, kind of thing. Like he's one of those characters, like he's like a genie that's all for you, but he's also all against you. If that makes any sense? Does that make any sense? I don't think it does.
I kind of get what you mean.
So
It's
basically,
almost like he's revealing the darkness in people's hearts for themselves so they can see
yeah,
it.
yeah, he shows the darkness in people's hearts, but he also is like, I'm not here to stop you, you know, go for it. My job is to make sure that you don't succeed in life and go to heaven. My job is to make sure that you don't do that. But at the same time, don't blame me for doing that because you're the one who did it. I just encouraged it.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. I could do this. We could do
If
this.
this guide is wrong, I swear, yes, we can do this. If
The power of friendship.
the power of friendship compels us. 2, 3. We already actually. This is just all the way up until the edge of the map. So I'm just gonna go by 8 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then to the right. 1 right. Alright. And then it says to go all the way to the right.
All the way.
And then go left one, so I gotta go back. I don't know why they do it this way. I've gotta
Sorry,
phase
I
through
have to
you.
let you. Yeah.
Go
Huh.
left. Go 1 left. Then go
Oh
all the way
no!
down.
I, s-
Did
I, s- I stayed still for too long.
Okay,
Damn it.
I'll teleport. I'm coming back. I'm in Avon, or I'm going to Avon. I can't talk.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to stay a couple behind you. So then, when we get to that one room, I'm gonna have to stay at least 2 blocks behind you,
At
or a
least by
block.
the time we're done doing this, we'll have this down pat. We'll have it memorized. It'll be burned into our mind as trauma.
We successfully know how to get back to the fire void.
Should we keep asking endless online questions, or did you want to talk about your Sin character more?
Oh, I've ran out of questions. That was all I had. Unless you have
I never
questions.
questions. Favorite NPC?
Shot Bob.
Really?
No.
Oh,
Well, he does look so happy all the time.
that is true. He
I
is
don't
quite happy.
I don't know if I have a favorite NPC, to be honest.
You know what? I don't know if I do either, but Batsmo is kind of cool. I think his name's Batsmo.
That's
He's in the Dreamland.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's like a bat character. I don't like. He's kind of cute, I guess.
He's kind
Do
of
we call that?
cute.
No, we don't.
Let's see. Favorite weapon?
Twin blade.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much everybody's favorite weapon.
It's so iconic, and on top of that, it has that. I have no idea why they programmed this. It makes no sense, but it's cool. It makes you feel powerful. But if you attack the rocks with it, the rock monster, you do like 1,000,000,000 damage. Well, okay, I don't know if it's actually 1,000,000,000, but you get like a huge number, and you instant kill it.
Nice.
Wait, you haven't done that before?
I don't think I have.
You
I
know,
may have.
okay. I was gonna say I would be surprised because as much as you love Endless Online, I'm surprised you haven't even been to the Fire Void.
Yeah, I've never been there. There's still a lot of secrets of EO that I haven't discovered. Like I said, most of the times I played EO back in the day, I was just in hell all the time. So coming back to EO, it's like
Internally or externally? No, just
both. But coming back to EO, it's like I want to discover things that I didn't discover and do things differently than how I did it as a kid. So like I'm like learning everything now about EO.
they say third time's the charm, right? Is this our third time or fourth? I lost count.
I think this is our 5th
Not our fifth.
numbers.
Okay.
Numbers!
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's get it right this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Down 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And right 1. And then
Let's
so
stay
you
behind you a
stay,
little bit.
yeah. Then I go down all the way. And then I'm gonna come up 1 because it wants me to come up 1, and then I'm going down. So it's to go down all the way, and then left.
Okay.
Left, then okay. Right.
Uh,
Down. Actually, I think we're in the safe zone. Yeah, we're in the safe zone. We cannot fail. Just go until you hit the walls. We're at the safe point.
okay.
There we go. Now this is a
Oh,
little trippy, so you just go down this path. You're gonna warp randomly. This is the first part of the fire void.
this place is cool.
It is. It's weird too. It's like it almost looks like a town that was never made, I guess.
Yeah, like a virtual town or something.
Yeah. And then there's that really weird
Why do we warp?
I don't know. This is okay. Don't touch the outer edges. You can touch these things, but don't go to the outer edges. Those are the ways out. This is the fire void.
This is it.
I think you can probably guess why it's called the fire void. The only discernible item in this whole place.
Well, I don't get why, what is this place?
I don't know, but it reminds me of you talking about your creepypasta, and I'm like, this is
Oh,
what I think about when I this is what I would have used for creepypasta fuel if I was making one. It's
yeah.
weird.
It is weird. I feel like I'm inside the game now, like I'm actually like in the matrix of EO.
And there's
Weird.
like nothing here, but I've memorized that path. I could do it without looking up a guide. And I would just come here and I would just sit here. And I would sit here for like hours, and then like occasionally some random person would pop up in the fire.
Hey there, how's it going? Welcome.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. There is a scroll, however, in the game called Void Scroll that will teleport you here.
Oh. I have a lot of void scrolls.
So, have you been here from the void or from the scroll before?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't really ever use the void scroll.
I think it takes you here, if I recall correctly. I mean, I could use it, but I don't want to because it took us so long to get here. We might as well enjoy the fact we're here for a little while.
The one room I've always wanted to check out is the admin room. But I have I have no clue how to get there.
I technically have been in the admin room, but only because I downloaded the Endless Online. There was a way you could download like the Endless Online server and you could host it from your computer. And if you did it that way, you could make yourself an admin. And so I actually got to walk around with admin privileges in the map and spawn in items like the Elder Robes.
That's cool.
Of course, it was only on my like PC. It was only on my experience.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be. But here we are. We made it. We're surrounded by a bunch of ones and zeros.
Yeah. But this is, to me, this place is super nostalgic. I know it's like your first time, but this is just, I don't know, it's special.
It's strangely peaceful.
Yeah. It reminds me of my soul. Empty and confusing.
Empty and confusing. Well, I guess with that, let's go ahead and end the stream here for the day.
Alrighty.
Well, I appreciate you for joining me.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you. Thank you for the
too.
stream.
Yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being a part of the stream, and we will see you all next time.